Alright, with this episode here, I'm just saying the dungeon arc is going to save Black Clover and the community, or whatever the heck the shambles it's in right now. Because with this episode, I would say hands down, it's probably the best episode of Black Clover we got yet. It was truly incredible going into this. I was just kind of a little bit worried, but with the episode, watching it, I'm so happy right now. It was one of those episodes where you could smile all the way through. I'm glad. I'm so damn proud of this episode right here, and I am just beyond excited to talk to you guys to the review of this episode here today. But what's up, guys? My name is Flame, and welcome everyone to Black Clover episode 17. So with this episode right here, it's mainly focusing on the Black Bulls coming to help the Golden Dawn. We finally get that guy's name, which is Mars, the guy that attacked, of course, the Golden Dawn people. But at the start of this episode, we just get to see a little bit of a fighting sequence between, of course, Austin, Noel, Luck, and Lotus, which is kind of the captain of the Diamond Kingdom that came into this chamber right here, or the dungeon if you want to call it. And we just see a little bit of fights right here. Of course, he's down since Austin hit him with the sword, broke his arm, broke his ribs. He can't fight anymore, so he figures just to run away. So we see, I guess, more of his magic and what he could do. A little getaway magic. It's like a smoke car. He uses smoke, of course, to get all his allies up that Luck defeated. And that's kind of the ending part right there, which I'm glad we're kind of done with that segment of there. It was still cool, the fight sequence from last episode, but I'm just glad that we get to focus on, you know, I guess the main point of this dungeon arc, which is right here of, since they're done this, they get to go to the treasure chamber, which they'll probably see the Golden Dawn. Then we get the fight between Yuno and Mars right here, which is pretty cool. And then we have a little bit of flashbacks as well, of course, like in the anime of Yuno and Asta growing up. Asta was that kind of guy that never gives up, no matter how hard your challenges is ahead of you. You can't give up, because if you keep on going, you can go towards your goal and you could succeed. And that's what Yuno kind of does right here. But he's in the shambles. He's using magic. He's using his magic on Mars, and Mars kind of deflects everything. His magic doesn't work on Mars whatsoever. But then afterwards, when Yuno is about to get killed by this giant sword, we get, of course, Asta, the guy that saves Yuno again, even though Yuno thought he'd saved him from that plant kind of monster that him and Noel were getting attacked, I think 2 episodes ago now, or 3 that was. He thought he paid his debt to him just because, you know, Asta is always saving Yuno's life. But now I guess Asta saves it again, and I guess towards more future episodes we'll have Yuno saving Asta again. And I feel like that's going to be a cycle going back and forth, back and forth. But yeah, we get Asta just swings a sword at this big diamond one that Mars created and slices it in half. It was such a badass moment of him saving it, and then him and, you know, kind of Yuno are having like a little family reunion. You know, Yuno trying to act all cool while Asta saved his ass literally. But you know the kind of guy, he's like a Sasuke. He's just like, oh, you know, I could have done that by myself. I had a secret technique to beat him, but in reality, he didn't. And we get to the part that legit just made me just smile, and I was happy and just like, oh my god, was Asta versus Mars. This fight was the best fight in Black Clover that we got yet. Just like I said before, that this is the best episode. It played it so well. The music, the fight of Austin not giving up, and just absolutely destroying Mars at this point. Like, we had Klaus, Yuno, and I guess, well, Mimosa didn't really do anything because she got sliced in the back. Now she's trying to recover herself. But, you know, he's just taking it all by himself right here. We have a little fight sequence, and it was just, I can't even really put it into words. It was just such a good fight scene, going back and forth, Mars trying to stop him, and it was just a completely different Asta at this point that we look at it. You know, he's acting like he has magical abilities, him jumping around and everything, but it's not that. It was just that he trained for such a long time that he just acts like he's like a Superman or something like that, jumping really high, just incredible speed, and it was just awesome. The animation was just beautiful on it, and they just did such a good damn job of it, and I'm happy. I know I'm going to say that a lot throughout this review, but it was just cool, badass. Afterwards, I guess we get more flashbacks of what I said about Yuno with Asta. They're kind of having a fight between them when they're younger, maybe training their magic. He thought that Asta would have his magical abilities by now. But Yuno always beat him in fights and everything like that, but Asta never gave up. And it's kind of at this point of what he's doing against Mars that Yuno sees, throughout his eyes, is that he feels like he's Mars and Asta is Asta, and not giving up. If you keep going towards your goal, you could succeed, especially in a fight. And that's what we see there of Asta kind of destroying Mars still, and then he makes this big diamond giant dude that I thought it was actually going to end the episode right there. It kind of looked like it, but no, Asta didn't have any problems whatsoever, gave him words of wisdom and courage, beats that, and then that's kind of the episode right there that we get so far, which is just kind of an Asta versus Mars battle. But I love that, because I thought it was going to be kind of a 2-part episode, which I feel like it might. I don't think he's done yet, but just overall it was just great. This though, I'm just glad that this is reviving Black Clover a little bit. And this episode, guys, you just have to go watch it. I think I'm going to be watching this episode every single day, or even 2 times a day, and I'm being serious about that. I don't really want to promote this a lot, but I kind of am. It was just one of those episodes right here, and I'm proud to say with this episode here today, I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. It surprised me and made me smile all the way through. I was excited about it. I enjoyed the hell out of Black Clover here this week, and I'm just hoping that it continues this cycle here for the dungeon arc more, which we're going to get more in the review of them opening the chamber and a whole bunch of gold and jewels and all like that that's inside. And there's actually more stuff and more Easter eggs that are coming very soon, which is going to be pretty cool. I'm not going to put any spoilers. Like I said before, I'm always I read the manga before this, and some of the stuff that's going to happen to Yuno and Asta is going to be fantastic, and I can't wait to see that in animation and how it's going to adapt here in the Black Clover anime. Hope you guys all have a fantastic day. Thank you guys so much for checking out another Black Clover review, and we'll see you guys next week for another episode. Much love, and hope you all have a wonderful day.